Hey everyone, I am Ziamundus and this is Palworld Region Locked Challenge. There are 6 regions that I'm going to lock myself in, and I'm not going to be allowed to leave the region. These regions have one thing in common. They all have a tower boss. The goal is to defeat all regions' tower boss. I am going to do this one region at a time, and for each region I am going to make a brand new level 1 account. So can we do it? Let's try. The settings are the same as usual. Multiplayer on to change our spawn, no incubation time and max work pals and bases. This time though, we are going to use the global pal box to bring a bee guard with us. There is just no way to get honey in this region, and breeding is important in these region lock challenges. Even if I catch 12 of every pal in this region, I still wouldn't be close to the level of Saya and Celine. They are at level 55 and being even 5 levels below is a huge disadvantage. Pal Professor did make a video about the level penalty mechanics, and he showed that being even 1 level below your enemy will make you almost 10% weaker. You are going to see some of that in this video when I try to damage high level pals. I did consider turning the XP rate up instead of using the global pal box, but I am going to do that for the last region. Daybreak does have a similar issue, so I am not going to be able to breed in that region. Let's start the challenge. The first thing I need to do is to loot chest and scrap for legendary spheres. They sell for a lot, and I need a ton of money for the cake ingredients later. I also should pick up all the eggs I can find. Sakurajima is the smallest region and it only has 36 egg spawns. Maybe even less, because I couldn't find some of them. So getting to level 19 to unlock the breeding farm is going to be tough. I'm gonna build my first base right here, relatively safe from pals, and it's flat, so probably the best spot in the region. Someone did tell me that they had troubles with getting a merchant visit. Maybe the base location has something to do with that. I've never had any problems with them. They are essential to these region lock challenges, so let's catch one. Level 4, that means we can unlock the hanging trap, and I'm gonna use that for Memogs. Killing or catching Memogs is the best way to get XP, and the more damage you do, the more XP you're getting. You're going to see how much that matters later. Let's just say I wasted a lot of time trying different things with these Memogs. This one takes me close to level 7, which is the level I need to make the incubator. I'm gonna need a ancient technology point from a alpha boss. There are 2 alphas in this region, Noclem and Menacing Terra. I'm gonna go with Menacing Terra because it also drops flame organs for some reason, and I need that for the furnace and the cooking pot. It only drops 1 flame organ, so we need to kill it a few times. Unless I find another way to get flame organs. Let's build the incubator and let's use the eggs we have. I didn't even get to level 9, but I did get some great pals like Lylene, Lulu and Verdash. We can use those later for the berry and wheat farming. It's nighttime again, so let's get some more flame organs. I usually go AFK when waiting for the campfire to kill, so I didn't even notice that Menacing Terra woke up.
Bruh.
Instead of waiting for nighttime again, I remembered that there is another way to get flame organs. I got a bushy from one of the eggs earlier, and I can use that to open one of these elemental chests that requires a kindling pal. There is a 82% chance to get flame organs from these. I found a level 50 Memog, and now you are going to see the importance of level. It doesn't matter what move my pal uses or what weapon I use, everything does 1 damage. I'm gonna use the campfire again, and I'll try and catch it this time. I fail and it dies. That was a waste of a spear, but we got some decent XP from it. This is where I started testing out different strats with Memogs. I tried killing it while only doing 1 damage, and it gave me 40 XP. I tried the same with Floppy, but I failed the catch and got 1 XP. I didn't damage the Floppy, so that's the reason for the 1 XP, but I did get some wheat seeds for later. Another Memog kill, and I did very little damage and got 400 XP. I want to try and kill one without using the campfire and see how much XP that gives. If you have ever felt stupid, just know that these guys are trying to use a sword to kill a flying beacon. Let's all laugh at them. Alright, this time no campfire. I tried using different pals to see if maybe someone can do something special, and then I got spotted by a Hellzephyr Lux. I found a shady pal merchant. You can't buy pals from these, but I can steal the Noxus. The eggs have now respawned, so let's collect those, get a level, and then go back to Memogs. This time I'm catching it. I get a decent amount of XP, but I still want to try one without a campfire. I'm gonna use my fist for this, because everything does 1 damage anyway. I want you to look at the day and night clock thingy and see how much time this took. This is at 100 times the normal speed, and I muted it because the sounds were terrifying. It took 1 whole in-game day, so that's about 30 minutes, I believe. I tried catching it, which is very risky because it can escape the box. Did I just waste 30 minutes? I went after it and I found it. This time I'm just gonna kill it. This better give me some decent amount of XP. And it did. Almost 60,000 XP. That takes me to level 23 and I can now start breeding. If you ever try this, just know that punching Memog for half an hour is the best way to get to the breeding phase of the challenge. Let's build the global pal box and get the bee guard. Let's upgrade the base and sell the spheres for money. As usual, the eggs we have to buy because we can't breed for chickpeas, but the other ingredients we can get pals for. I want a Yormetide Ignis first, and there is only 1 combination for that. Blaze Howl with a Yormetide. Let's breed Lulu with a Green Tail for the Blaze Howl, and Relaxorus with a Quivern to get Yormetide. To get wheat seeds, I can just butcher the floppies we got from the eggs earlier. I do have the cleaver, and I haven't mentioned how I got the ingots for it yet, but this is how. There are no ore nodes on Sakurajima, but you can find ore in the dungeons and some pieces scattered around the island. For the berry seeds, we need either Lift Monk or Gumas. I can get Lift Monks by first breeding Depresso with a Cativa to get Hangyu, and then that Hangyu with a Cativa. For milk, we can breed Greentail with a Rebunny to get Mozzarina. I'm gonna build a base for the ranch pals. We should have everything we need to make eggs. I need to make a cooler box to level up the base. I need ice organs for that, so let's breed Relaxoris with a Bushi to get Wumpo. I can butcher that Wumpo for the ice organs. I only have one pal with a philanthropist passive skill, a Mozzarina, that I can breed with a beacon to get a bunch of Anubises with philanthropist on them. Now I can use those Anubises to get even more philanthropist pals. In the end, everything should have philanthropist on them. I'm gonna breed for a few more pals to make things easier. The Dire Howl is for traveling around Sakurajima and looting chests. I am going to need more money later. Let's build a final base for breeding farms, and now I'm ready to mass breed random pals. Level 55. Now let's prepare for the fight. I want to go with the same strat as I did for the last region. I want to make the rocket launcher and bring 5 gobfins with me. Making the rocket ammo is easier this time, as there are a lot of sulfur nodes in this region. There's also plenty of coal to mine, and as I mentioned earlier, I can get the normal ore from the dungeons. Now we just need to build everything. I'm gonna get 5 gobfins with Vanguard on them. This will boost my attack a lot. I will also butcher some rush ores to make some bacon and eggs for some extra attack power. I think we are ready. The region has been completed. Only one more to go. Not sure how Fabric is gonna work, but I'll figure something out. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, and thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.